What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting to stream and start. For those who catch the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. When we do these live chats, you can take part right along with us. So I figured we'd have a little bit of a, what am I looking forward to wearing this fall, whether I have it or not? Kind of a wish list. That's what I put in the title. I want to get the feedback from you guys. What are you thinking? Obviously, I put Hawas Black in the thumbnail. I am looking forward to getting that one. I did put my pre-order in with Perfume Box. Then they happened to reach out to me today, let me know they were going to send a bottle my way, and they want to do a giveaway, because I was like, well, if they're sending me one, I'm going to give away one of them. I'm going to have two. And I don't know if they're sending one for a giveaway plus the one they were sending for review or whatever, but I'm at least going to have one to give away. If I got two to give away, I'm going to give away two, because I just need one bottle. I just want to check out the one bottle. So shout outs to them for wanting to do that. I appreciate it. You know, what I think about the fragrance is always what the hell I'm going to think about the fragrance. I was buying the shit anyway, so we'll see what happens. And speaking of Amberful, something I bought and am very much enjoying this year. This is quietly one of my favorite releases of the year. I was thinking, what do I want to wear? I want something easygoing, something that's just nice to smell. Nothing challenging, nothing dark and heavy, but nothing too just bright, fresh, and airy. This kind of falls in between. A little bit of Tiger meets Ganymede. Green, citrus, woody, spicy, a little earthy, definitely a nice, strong woody base. I love it. I love the way it smells. I did a full review on this one. Hands down, one of my 10 favorite fragrances released this year, regardless of niche or designer. Just one of my 10 favorites released this year. I would encourage you to check this one out and get a sample. It's around $100 from discounters to get the 120 ml. I was cool with it. I bought it blindly based on Selly telling me it was an amber citrus that he liked. Shout out to Selly, knows it all, my guy. And yeah, very much enjoy this. I've worn it a handful or so of times since I got it in the last couple of weeks. Done a review a few weeks ago. This is my jam. This is one I'm going to continue to wear throughout. I think wear this year round. This is actually a good spot to start with. Something I'm going to be reaching for this fall. Amberful from Mancera. Now, as far as Rasasi Hawas Black, like we were talking about, based on the notes I've seen, I'm kind of thinking it's going to be like an absolute Aventus kind of thing. Now, look, I don't mind if it resembles it, but I still want it to be a flanker to Hawas. Like, still give me a little bit of Hawas in there. I think that would be interesting if we get a little bit of Hawas with a little bit of absolute Aventus, because it looks like that's the route they're going. It seems to be the it thing to still go Aventus flankers or Aventus straight up or whatever. But if it's straight up absolute Aventus, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But if it's a little bit of Hawas with that, I think that could be very interesting. So I'm going to leave an open mind. I won't know until I try it, but we're definitely going to do some content here on the channel. Let's see who's doing what in the chat. So we got 100 people in the first 3 minutes. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on your way in. It does help. 1 Million Parfum is a great fragrance. That is my favorite version of 1 Million. Perseus, pre-order Seraphim Red. Can't wait to get my nose on it. We'll be live with George tomorrow giving away some sets at same time, 5 o'clock Eastern. The cutoff it has happened. As of an hour ago was the cutoff to be subscribed, because you'll have to have been subscribed for 24 hours to be able to be in that live chat, and you do have to be present, and you do have to answer certain questions the fastest to win these giveaways. So we'll be giving some double packs, some Seraphim Blues and Seraphim Red matching packs, 2 ounce, 4 ounce. Going to be more than just the few that I have. Sounds like George is going to be giving a few away from his side as well. So should be a good time tomorrow. Appreciate you, MG. Thank you, my man. Kara's won 1 Million Parfum as well. We got 2 already in the chat wearing 1 Million Parfum. The greatest coconut fragrance of all time. Great choice. Roy, good to see you, sir. Hawas Black Rose. Oh, that's one I'm looking forward to wearing. Just been way too much in the heat for that one. I can get away with rosé in the heat. I've done it every year since it came out. Black Rose is too much for that. I need the fall weather for that one. Have a good stream. I'll be asleep. Thank you for coming to stop by, my man. Try to be on for George's appearance tomorrow. Yeah, George will be here tomorrow. Jubilation 25. We're in Burlington 1819. Not a bad deal. Yeah, I mean, it's a pricey fragrance, but man, I hope you enjoy it. That's such a beautiful fragrance, man. Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Speaking of beautiful fragrances, great citrus. Jay, I need to get that one back in my rotation myself. That's one that too much for the summer. Definitely a phenomenal choice for the autumn season. Great pick today. Yeah, I agree, Neil. Great pick for Jay. Absolutely. That's still the best version of Eros. Eros Energy, even though not really a fall fragrance, it's one you can definitely wear in the autumn season, especially the not so cold days. But I mean, even in the cooler days, you can get away with it. When that hits discounters, I'll grab a bottle. I'll definitely grab a bottle. I like it. Like it a lot. Don't love it. You know, would have liked a little more Arrow's DNA, you know, but it's still a really good fragrance. I like it. Coach Green, solid fragrance. Dan, not the man. Aqua 2024. For those of you that know, Invictus Aqua 2024. Darren J wearing the original Coach for Men. So underappreciated, man. There was a time when I was loving the hell out of that. I still like to revisit it once in a while. I've talked about it a little bit in the last couple of months. Good choice, man. Tarathi Blue from Afnan, great choice. Ultra Red Man from Paco Rabanne, the Ultra Zest clone, basically an Ultra Zest clone. Creamy, spicy, orange creamsicle woods. Pretty much it. It's good stuff. For sure. Noted. Seraphine Blue, of course, I think that's a great choice. It's my favorite fragrance released this year. Excuse me. Vera Sue, very underrated. The house as a whole from Jacques Fat's underrated. On the 10th, Fragrance Buy's got a gigantic restock. I just saw a little while ago on their advertising. I don't know how many of you saw it. We do a screen share. I'll show you guys real quick. They show all the stuff that's upcoming. So you can see I got 1 million gold and Amen Phantasm and all that. Let me pull your comment down, John. So they show out of stock for most of it, but they got the new Creeds coming. I don't know what they're going to cost. Well, I'll tell you what, if Centaurus is low 300s, I might. I've been seeing it pop up in a few places. I think Vinba, for example, like 330 or something like that. If it's closer to 300, maybe. I'm not in no hurry for it, but that maybe. Amen Phantasm depends on what they got it for, because I'd like to get a bottle of that. I got a decant Randy sent me. Million gold, I'm good. And they got all those new Mont Blanc fragrances that they're going to be stocking. Let's see, what else was very noteworthy? Some Paris Corner stuff, Fragrance World, all those goodies. More Le Beau Le Parfums are coming in stock. They already have stock of myself Le Parfum. Oh, Care Pistachio. They're finally going to have that one in stock. So that'd be a good place to find it. Scandal Absolute. That's one of my favorite releases of the year. I think it's the best of the 3 versions of Scandal personally. They're going to have stock of Perseus, which depending on the price, I may jump on. How about Rouge Parfum? I'm okay. A few others. Montal Infinity I am interested in, but I'm not in a rush for that one. Gin Tonic from Mika Left. That's a beautiful fragrance. Purple Suede is fantastic from Goldfield and Banks. My bottle, no, it's on the shelf. It used to be sitting on the desk. It's on the shelf now. But as you can see, they got a bunch of random stuff getting restocked. See, Hachivat Oud's going to be getting restocked. Oh, and this is what made me think of it. Carasso Bay, for any of you that have been wanting to get what I believe to be the best Jacques Vath fragrance. Looks like, I don't know how many. I have no idea what the stock will be, but it looks like it's coming back in stock. So, again, this is on the 10th. They're restocking everything. Today's the 9th, so tomorrow. At some point tomorrow, click one of them and turn on notify me so they'll let you, because when one comes in stock, all of this stuff's going to come in stock. That would be my advice for anybody who wants to check them out. Sartorial from Halligan's, Babylon, which I've never tried. Artemisia, I've never tried. But, I mean, it keeps going. They got a lot of stuff they're going to be stocking, as you can see. So, a couple that I think are pretty cool and noteworthy. That's why Jacques Vath being mentioned is what reminded me. Oh, yeah, I just saw this like 20 minutes ago. Figured I'd share. Quite the decant haul. Aventus, Hachivat, Himalaya, Coral Fantasy. Ooh. Kosmala Wild Stride I've never tried. That's some good decants right there. Cody wearing Versace Pour Homme. Just got a package with a bunch of Creed decants out the mailbox. But I got a cold now and have to get ready for the hurricane. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry. Place an order for a few samples. The Seraphim, Signature Pour Homme, Tobacco, and Royale X. I hope you enjoy them when you get them, my man. The Johns are indeed here in full force. I hope you like them. You're bound to find something you like. So bottle of magnetic cap are nice and heavy. Jacques Vath put good atomizers on the bottle. Their magnetic caps are elite level, too. Good to see you, Kara. Ombre leather. Can't go wrong there. Missoni Wave. Beautiful, affordable fragrance. Baccarat Rouge 540. Can't go anywhere. I can't go to a gym without smelling that scent profile. Don't forget to hit that like on your way in. Thank you, Kara. I sure appreciate that. Triumph of Bacchus. Staying inside package from Fragbuy is delayed. Mine hasn't even shipped yet. From that live stream we did where we went shopping, that stuff still hasn't shipped yet. I don't have a tracking number yet, so I'm assuming at best this weekend, probably early next week, we'll be unpacking that and doing some first impressions. Quez, you flexing. Mancera French Riviera, what a great choice. Missoni Parfum. Speaking of selling, your ears must be burning. I mentioned you earlier. Every time I talk about this, when I mention how you sold me on it. Mancera Amberwood, one of my favorite releases of the year, man. That's my scent choice today. Saka, good to see you. Angel Nova from you. I've never tried. Not familiar with. How are you, sir? Welcome. Urban Feel for Joel. Good to see you, sir. It is leathery. It's a soft, easygoing leather. It's not animalic at all. It's a very damp, moist patchouli leather combo with that soapy, powdery iris. Nothing's a good blind buy. Literally not one fragrance in existence of the history of the world is a good blind buy. It's all just, do you think it's safe for your taste is what makes for a good blind buy. Everything's a risk. You know what I mean? Literally just going into it blindly, you're always taking a risk. There's really no such thing as a good blind buy. It's just fodder terminology, something to talk about in the community, basically, is what it is. But that's up to you. If it sounds like your taste, maybe it's a safer blind buy than maybe others would be for you. I mean, it's not something that's going to be easy for you to just sample, though. If you like designer iris, yeah. If you like the original product alone, yeah. Definitely safe for you then. Dolce & Gabbana K EDP, great choice. Paco Rabanne, another one wearing Ultra Red Man. We got two in the chat wearing it. Brass and Soul, I debated on throwing that one on today. It's funny that you say that. So I talked to Justin earlier too, actually. What's going on, Josh? Something special coming soon. Wink, wink. Hell yeah, my man. Alexandria's Ferocity. You, sir, smell like vintage fierce. Well, our newest resident troll profile is back. Pink Fong, good to see you. Variety of scents sprayed today. I'm assuming you meant sprayed. Did a lot of errand running. Includes Zara Wanted by Night, CK1 Shock, Mont Blanc Individual, Bulgari Man in Black. A bunch of classics. Definitely modern classics. Anyways, get them likes up. Let them know, man. Let them know. I'm not sure about it yet. Definitely like Liquid Brune 100 times better. Well, I don't know. My shit hasn't shipped yet. So I have no idea. I haven't smelled it yet. New Hawas is going to be the best one. Well, I mean, fingers crossed. We'll see. Anthony is a bold man. We're in Antaeus. I've never tried it, but I've heard things like this. I don't know. I mean, because that's basically what Hawas is Invictus. So we get a little bit of that sprinkled with Absolute Aventus. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. I hope we get some of that. I don't want it to just straight smell like Absolute Aventus. We got enough of that going on right now. Norstad Quattro, beautiful bright orange. My man EQ's in the house. Good to see you, sir. I hope you are doing well. Another person that I talked to today. Good to see you, my guy. I hope you're doing well. I believe you're going live tonight, right? I know you mentioned something about doing a live stream with a list topic. Was that tonight that you were talking about? Let us know in the chat. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well also, my man. Be safe on your ride home, Will. Kix Griffey's in the house. Dapper's Inspiration, a porthole. Kix Griffey approved. FWO Wolfpack for life. Seraphim Red tomorrow. Hell yeah, excited. 901 from Bon Parfumer. They got a bunch of really good stuff, man. Born in Roma Intense is a solid fragrance for sure. Thank you for the compliment. Royal Tobacco from Amouage. It didn't really move me. I know a lot of people really dig that one. I actually like it less than Boundless and Journeyman. I prefer both of those tobacco fragrances from Amouage. I don't think I'll ever get a bottle of Royal Tobacco. Nothing against it. It just doesn't compel me. Kind of like how Interlude Black Iris. Like you would think I would like that one. And I don't have anything against it. It just doesn't compel me personally to want to get a bottle. Rouge Smoking. My bottle's still right here from when we ridiculed Dedrick. For those of you that didn't see the stream, you have no idea what I'm talking about. That was on Dedrick's channel. Good to see you, sir. Kate Alfredson, beautiful pineapple and spices and woods. Invictus Platinum, one of my favorite all-season fragrances. I think it's one of the better design releases of the year. Good stuff, man. Good to see you, sir. Seraphine Blue, my favorite release of the year. Great choice. Great choice. We're going to get caught up in this chat, and we're going to talk about some more things we'd like to get for fall. I threw a couple out there so far. I want to hear from you guys. What are you looking to get this fall? Good to see you, John. Pegasus, Ormond Jane, Evernia? Is that how you say it? Evernia? I've never tried that one. I do like Salvatore Ferragamo fragrances and Hugo Boss fragrances. I have many, many pieces of content, including house rankings for all the fragrances I have on each. I have those videos recently within the last month or so, where I literally rank from worst to best, least favorite to favorite, every fragrance I have from Hugo Boss and every fragrance I have from Salvatore Ferragamo. Oh, that's definitely a Joel question. Yeah, see, that's super cheap. Those Jacques Fath fragrances were an absolute steal in that sale they were running, Fragrance Net. So if you don't have pure malt, I know you said, yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you don't have Amen pure malt, yeah, because it pretty much smells the same, like almost identical. That's what disappointed me when I got it. I wasn't expecting it to smell like pure malt. I love pure malt, but I hardly wear pure malt. It's a winter situational sweet boozy fragrance for me. And I feel like I have 2 bottles now, because even though the notes are not the same, Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme smells the damn same to me. So if you don't have pure malt, sure, it's great. If you do have pure malt, it's like you're getting a backup bottle of pure malt. So after that live stream, and it was sold out when I went to buy. Well, they're restocking it tomorrow if you're still interested. Hoffman, my man, good to see you. Royal Water from Creed. You can't go wrong with any of those. I don't know if I would say nerds. It's usually women that I smell that walk by wearing BR 540. Literally, was it Friday? This past Friday, I was waiting for a chick to finish up with the Smith machine I wanted to get on. And I was helping her unrack the weight so I could slide the bench into the position, because I was going to do, it was Friday, because I was going to do incline press on the Smith machine. It was my last chest exercise before moving to pec deck. And all I could smell was Baccarat Rouge 540. It smelled like she bathed in it. But if it was actual Baccarat Rouge 540, she might have only had 3 sprays on, because the real deal is really strong. If it was a clone or something, she might have had a few more sprays than that, but it smelled like she bathed in it. But in my experience, the real deal is super strong on other people. Like every time I've come, you can kind of tell most of the time when it's the real deal. I feel like she was wearing actual MFK Baccarat Rouge 540, but who knows? Either way, it was that profile, and it was really strong. And that's just the most recent example. I smell it all the time. Most of the time, that's the thing I smell the most on women around the gym. As far as guys, it's usually ultra male, oddly, Eros often, Aventus type stuff often. And on occasion, I'll get like random blue fragrance smells, like Dylan Blue and Blue de Chanel kind of stuff. But I would say the main stuff is usually, oddly enough, ultra male. I smell ultra male way more than I would ever think that I should at a gym. But mainly Eros and Aventus type of stuff. Cool Water Parfum, my absolute favorite Cool Water fragrance. Dame, good to see you, my man. I'm ready to get it too, man. I can't wait to get it. Happy birthday to Hoffman. Oh, yeah, you sure did say sent for your birthday. I overlooked that. My apologies. Happy birthday to you, sir. It's strong. I smell strong stuff in the gym all the time. All the way from Cali. Any recommendations where to find French Riviera? At the moment, no. I really don't know. I saw Vinba had a stock of it. I don't know if they still do. I would assume it sold out rather quickly. Let's take a look and see. Let's go to Mancera. Uh-oh, they got it for it's $150 though, because it's a hot topic. You're gonna pay for this one. That's the only place I know of. Retail is like $180, so it is off of retail, but Vinba fragrance, you can get the 4 ounce for $150. I wouldn't want to pay that. I would want to wait. Personally, I paid right over $100 before it got super hot commodity, like a year and a half or so ago, whatever it was, over a year and a half ago. It was like last spring or something like that. And I wouldn't want to pay $150 personally. I'd have to really, really feel like I have to have it for that price. I feel like if you wait a bit longer, you can get it close to $100 when other discounters get it in stock. But if you need it bad enough, he's got 5 bottles in stock, according to this. You can get it over at Vinba. That's the only place that I was aware of that had it currently. Not the price I'd want to buy it for, but it's hard to find. I can understand why. It's still below retail, but it's still above what I would want to pay for a discounted Mancera. Good to see you, Tyler. We're in Beach Hut, man. That's an absolute banger. Niche Fragrance Guy. Good to see you, sir. Ombre Nuit Esprit de Parfum. I'm super excited. I've never tried it. Never tried it. Good to see you, Sandy. I hope you're doing well. ATH Red Fever. Not familiar with it. Chic for Men, never tried that one. Rock Boy Teas in the house. What's going on? Southern Peach Tea. Zav, good to see you, sir. Blue Noir Extreme, confirming it's not a scary. Oh, no, super fresh. Super, super fresh. The EDT Extreme, fresher than the Eau de Parfum. The word extreme would make you think otherwise. Nope. Super fresh, easy going, kind of watery, citrus, peppered vetiver. Good quality, too. You can get like $50. Super, super underappreciated. There's so many fragrances that just fly right under the radar that are such good fragrances. Aqua de Joe, absolute great choice. We got a busy chat. I'm trying to get to the bottom. We got 187 in the chat currently. I appreciate you guys. Hit the thumbs up on your way in. Just went to Marshall's. They have a Zaro Sport 100 ml for $17. It's okay. It's nothing special. $17 is a non-regrettable purchase. You know, it's decent. You have a bunch of fragrances that are in the same wheelhouse as that profile. It's a basic, fresh, sporty citrus fragrance. Nothing crazy, nothing special. If you don't buy it, you're not missing out on anything. If you do buy it, I highly doubt it's going to be something that you can be like, oh, this is my new signature scent. You know, it's not going to be anything like that. It's okay. It's good. It's a good fragrance. It's like 6 out of 10, 6.5 kind of stuff. You know, it's a solid fragrance. It's just not special. The price makes it much more attractive. If it was $40, it's not worth it. $17. If you feel like you need to buy it, buy it. You know what I mean? Just know that you're not really missing out on anything. It's a solid fragrance. Good gym fragrance, refresher, out the shower, running errands. It's on the weaker side of performance, like 4 hours kind of stuff. It's okay. Not bad. Just not special. A few years. Definitely tested TK Stride Smoky Heavy Green Twist on Aventus. The $85 I paid, I'm over the moon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Let's see. Oh, Evan, good to see you. Nordic Fougere. I still need to throw that back in the rotation. I haven't sprayed that in so long. Fresh cooling effect. I wore something the other day that had a fresh cooling effect. What the hell was it? It was super minty. Something I wore recently is very minty, and at first it had a big time cooling effect for the first few minutes. What the hell was it? Something I wore recently, very minty. Why am I drawing a blank here? The hell was it? Maybe if I look at my shorts videos real quick, it'll be like, oh, it was that. Oh, Seraphim Red. It's got a little bit of a cooling effect. Seraphim Red. Why was I drawing a blank? I don't know why in the hell I was drawing a blank on that. Seraphim Red. It's got that mintiness to it, that eucalyptus. It's got a little bit of a cooling effect. Why did that? I don't know. It was on the tip of my tongue, and it's like, of all things to forget, I've been wearing it multiple days. I don't know. So Seraphim Red was what it was. That eucalyptus. It's bright and minty. New notes, Musk Complexity. I haven't tried that one from the brand. They have some interesting fragrances, though. Platine Privé is good. I got a decant of it. Ideal EDP is phenomenal. Imagination from LV. Jazz Club. Strong With You, absolutely. And Seraphim Blue. That's quite the decant haul right there. Some good stuff. Still searching for an Aventus clone inspiration with the most black currant, birch, and oak moss. So the closest thing you're going to need to get your nose on is something like Afnan Supremacy, Not Only Intense. It's literally a black currant oak moss bomb, and you'll swear it has birch because the oak moss and black currant are so heavy it gives this dark smoky feel, even though there isn't birch listed that I can remember. You need to try Afnan Supremacy, Not Only Intense. If you're looking for a black currant oak moss bomb of that profile, it is not one-to-one Aventus. It is dominant in the stuff you're looking for, though. I think that's the one for you. Tomorrow. Okay, so EQ's Live is tomorrow. What's the topic again? I know you were saying something about some, was it vacation pics or something like that? I forgot exactly what it was. My apologies. I literally talked to you a couple hours ago. I should remember little details like that. You know what I mean? Rasasi, It's Essential. That's a good clone. So, all right. I had a feeling Kara was going to be the one to bring this up. So I'm going to address this one time, and I want to let you guys know that slander in defense of me on Mark will not be tolerated here today or moving forward. And slander on me obviously won't be tolerated on my channel. I saw the video. I had a good laugh. It's all good. You know, lesser people on the internet say a lot worse about me. It's all good. I do have a certain level of respect for Mark being the original in this space. You know, strong opinion, and that's how he feels. I hope he feels good getting it off his chest. Hopefully he can go back to doing his fragrance reviews and showing his passion and all the good stuff. But I ain't mad at him. No hate over here from me. I thought it was funny, especially to talk about my bracelets and shit. That was just hilarious to me. It's got fucking nothing to do with the fragrance, but hey, others talk about my appearance all the time. I'm fucking used to it. So shout outs to Mark. Glad to see him get a bunch of interaction and views for it. More power to him. Again, no hard feelings on my end. I don't fucking care. I thought it was funny because, of course, I skipped to the part about me. Somebody brought it to my attention, and I had a good laugh. My feelings aren't hurt. It's all good. It's fragrance. That's his opinion. He's right to his opinion. He's clearly strong on his opinion, and I respect it. Like I said, he's the original. He's the man that started us down this path. Whether he likes the path it went down or not, that's his prerogative. But hey, man, got to respect your elders is how I look at it. And in this case, he is an elder, you know, so more power to you, Mark, if you happen to see this, and no hard feelings on my end. And that's it. I'm going to address it one time. Anybody that wants to bring it up moving forward, we're going to get you up out of here. Even if you have nice things to say, we're not going to do the back and forth. Again, no hatred towards Mark is going to be tolerated here. And obviously never hatred on me on my channel is tolerated. But I appreciate you having my back, Kara. No need to do that. It's totally unnecessary. I appreciate the love, though. So excited for Hawas Black. According to Perfume Box customer service rep in the email, yeah, it's within a week. That was what I was told today. It's within the week. Well, I don't have nothing against raw tobacco. It just didn't really like tickle my fancy where I felt like I needed to have it. It was all good. I mean, it's just to me. Like, it's okay. I can see where people like it. It doesn't make me feel like I need to have it. Press it too high. And they're coming. They're coming pretty soon. I'm excited to check it out. Yeoman Law Blue Spectra. Ombre Leather Parfum. Oh, he has? Oh. Well. In that case, I guess it's time to finally get him out of here. Pink Fong, it was fun while it lasted. If you're going to block my moderators to try to have defense going, I just got to get you up out of here, man. It was no harm, no foul for the longest time. But if you're going to go blocking my moderators so they can't block you, I got to get you up out of here, man, because you can block me all you want. You can't chat in my live chat if you block me. So that's why you couldn't block me if you wanted to keep putting stuff. So we got him up out of here for those of you that care. I gave him many chances. He's been here for like 2 weeks talking, you know, never said anything too crazy. I was letting it roll. Like I said, you know, the playful bullshit trolling profile stuff, it's fine. As long as you're not being a prick, it's all good. But you go blocking moderators, that's got to get you up out of here. Lalique Ombre Noir, Laverne's Tyrant, supposed to be Sedley / Pegasus, but I can't find a lot of reviews. I've never even heard of that one. By mixing those together, because Ombre Noir doesn't fall into either of those profiles. I have that one. I'd like to finally get Triumph of Bacchus. I've also been eyeballing prices for Sweetie Oud. Man, very baked goods type of profile with some oud. It is a beautiful fragrance. It sounds like it could be challenging. I don't find it to be. I think it's beautiful. I'm not a big gourmand guy, but that one's special. And we've made it special. I wear it for my wife's birthday every year when we go out to dinner. She likes Italian. I always take her to a really nice Italian place. That's kind of our thing at this point. And that's the fragrance I wear. But Triumph of Bacchus, my favorite tobacco fragrance. You definitely get the vote of confidence from me on that one. More peppery, less Percival. I don't find Legend Spirit smells like Percival to me. I can see where you could tie it into it, though, because Legend itself is similar to Percival. So maybe it comes out more on your skin than it does on mine, but you're not crazy, you know, because the original to that flanker, because that's the flanker, the original smells like Percival. So it's fair. Seraphine Blue, Coco Loco, Bloom, and Royale X. What's going on, Dunk? Probably going to wear that fragrance in the teddy bear bottle. Whatchamacallit. So I'm assuming you're talking about Toy Boy. So they got a few of them. The newest one, pretty good creamy citrus. Got like this lemon sorbet, grassy lemongrass combo. It's like long-lasting creamy citrus. It's like very linear. It stays creamy lemon citrus the whole way until it dries into a woody musk. It's got that iridescent, kind of rainbow iridescent kind of thing, almost like a titanium blade. Kind of that color scheme is what the bottle is. It's actually pretty good in the Toy Boy line. It's a Toy 2 Pearl, I think's the name of it. I got it. It's pretty good. It's decent. I still think Toy Boy's better. So, Après l'Amour, I have not tried. 2 fragrances I have on my radar is Gris Charnel and 40 Knots, just waiting on the right price. 40 Knots, I think, is a really good kind of dip your toe in the Xerjoff fragrance where it doesn't smell like a bunch of other things and you kind of get the Xerjoff experience with their originality. And of course, one of those cool bottles. Those bottles are great. I have a lot of good things to say about it. It's spicy. It's a little aquatic and salty. It's woodsy. It's pretty damn good. It's a lot of things, really. There's a lot of different accords and nuances. That's what kind of makes it very individualistic to me. You know, others may find it similar to other things. I think it's pretty unique, honestly. Aurum is going to be great for the fall. Any of you honey fragrance lovers or gourmand lovers? Aurum's good for that. Amber Gourmand, as George likes to call it. Cinnamon sticks dipped in honey, basically. I don't get a lot of the creamier notes, coconut milk and stuff. I do get a little bit of hazelnut, a lot of sticky amber and honey, for sure. Yeah, Toy Boy, exactly. 3 female workers at local Walmart wearing BR540 clones. Some of those clones smell terrible. To each their own. To each their own. Penhaligon's Blazing Mr. Sam. Looking to pick up. I think he meant Grand Soir. I got you from MFK. Habdan and Oajan. Hey, that's a lineup right there, man. A couple sweet fragrances. Habdan's a little bit more on the earthy side, but Grand Soir, one of the greatest amber vanillas ever. It's so intoxicating. That stuff stays in a room long after you leave. It lingers. It's a sillage king. Probably not. The last time I was trailing somebody in the gym, I asked him straight up 9 p.m. or ultra male, and he said 9 p.m. Out in the air, no. Up close, you can tell differences just trying to discern side by side. Out in the air, it would be impressive. It's a 50-50 thing. You could be guessing, and you got a 50-50 shot of being right, but it's pretty indiscernible out in the air, you know. What's up, E? Good to see you, man. Why EDP? I could believe it. It's super popular. You know, Josh, I've heard Ombre Tabac's really, really good. It's like a green type of leafy tobacco, what I understand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't find Mule Clone Come Together. It's out of stock at Fragrance Buy right now because that's where I bought it from. It's out of stock currently. I'm not sure who else has it. Have you checked Fragrance Net and places like that? They might have it. Profumo is the most overrated scent of all time, in my opinion. Obviously, I disagree with your opinion. But you are right to your opinion, sir. I'm assuming when you say Profumo, you mean Acqua di Gio. And again, that's my favorite Giorgio Armani fragrance. But hey, everybody's got different taste, you know. Really nice fierce vibes, really strong for $20. 20 bugs. No, it is Tampa Bay for the Tampa Bay Rays. Molinar Gingembre, man, basically niche Dior cologne. At $90, my bottle of French Riviera might be one of the best overall purchases. I paid like $105, $104 from Fragrance Buy when I had got it. Yeah, I mean, $90. That's kind of a steal for it at this point. Red Fever is Rose plus BR540 DNA. I don't know. I just bought it. I'm waiting on it to ship. It's part of that package I was talking about a little while ago. We did a live stream a few days ago where I did some online shopping with Fragrance Buy, took some audience suggestions, and that's one of the ones I picked up. Just don't have it yet. And they haven't shipped yet. So I'm hoping, you know, by early next week. It'd be great if I could get it by the weekend, but it'd have to ship tomorrow for me to get it by the weekend. Who knows? It might. We'll see. You want 300? Not ready to spend that much yet. I don't think I have bought from Beauty Live before. I don't recall. Dakota, good to see you, sir. You in that particular house, I'm going to have to try some stuff from them. You keep wearing them every day. It's fruity, fleshy, coconut, and nutty. Football is indeed back. Boy, we toyed with the Panthers. That was embarrassing. That doesn't mean we're going to be good. That just means the Panthers are really bad. Think about strong with you, amber, or absolutely for the fall. I do have intensely. So absolutely, you got to decide, do you want boozy or do you want fiery hot cinnamon with a sweet floral tone? Because that's what I get from amber. Even though I don't list florals, I kind of get a little bit of Mancera instant crushes like amberwood jasmine mixed with cinnamon. Even though they don't list these particular notes, that's what it smells like to me. Obviously, it dries into an amber. Still has the strong with you DNA. I like all three that you mentioned. Obviously, it's hard to pick. So it just comes down to, do you want the boozy one? Do you want the fiery, hot, sweet floral? Because absolutely, it's pretty much got all the nuances of everything plus booze. So that's what's going to come down to, in my opinion. Electimus Vixera, I have not tried. Never tried that one. Perfum Addictos, good to see you, my guy. I hope you're doing well. What's going on, Tay? Let them know. Let's see. Late again. Just got home from work. Happy Monday. All Cinna Day is Merce. I'm not familiar with that. We can definitely do better. I haven't looked. Let me click refresh and see where we're at on the likes. We got 204 currently as I click refresh. 114 likes. I ain't mad at it. Still low ratio, but hey, I ain't gonna gripe. I would sure appreciate a couple extra likes if y'all don't mind, but hey, I'm not mad at it. Halfway there. So I am a little far back too. Had to sacrifice to make room for Seraphim Red. Going to be selling my basically new Oud Maracuja. I'll get it back one day. Man, I hate to hear that because that's a damn good fragrance too. And I know with the lavender being omitted, you're going to probably really like Seraphim Blue because I know the lavender was an issue. I mean, Seraphim Red, because I know the lavender was an issue for you in Seraphim Blue. I mean, it's a beautiful citrus fragrance. Hell yeah. Eau d'Ombre leather. I do plan on getting a bottle sooner than later. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I've been tossing around the idea of buying a 50 ml from Sephora. Herbe Vives has that Psycool note, and that is pretty cool. It is a good fragrance. It's one of my favorite designers released this year. I think so. Ooh, Oolong Cha. It's so approachable. It's citrus. It's fresh green tea. It's woods. It's zesty and bright. It's clean and musky. It performs really well. Again, very, very approachable fragrance. That's why it's easy to say Oolong Cha. I think that's just a great spot to start. It's a freshie. It does a great job at being a freshie with some nuance. It's not too basic of a fragrance. Offers no challenge. Perfectly unisex. I think that one. By all means, guys, weigh in. What do y'all think? What would be the first one y'all would target? Let him know. Here we go between Oolong Cha and Karagos. There you go. We got a Oolong Cha answer. Strong with You Intensely season is coming up. Indeed, my wife's a big fan of that one. I like the whole line, though. I'm looking forward to wearing tobacco more because it's the newest release, and I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with it because it's been mostly hot weather since I got it. But I'm gonna. Not all of them will make the rotation by year's end, but a few of them will because I'm a big fan of that profile. I like all of them. Thank you, sir. I sure appreciate that. Again, I'm not pinning any more of your comments. I saw all genres, bops. I see Kara's. Even though they aren't bad comments, guys, it's just we're not going to drag it on. You know what I mean? Again, no harm, no foul on my end. All good in the hood. We're moving on. At least I'm moving on. Y'all are all big boys and girls and do whatever the fuck you want. I'm doing things the way I want to. Good evening, Mind Games Gambit. I don't have a bottle of that one. I have tried it, though. Savoir Faire, that's a great house. Soul Cafe is the truth. The Bishop, good to see you, sir. You didn't get black. See, I get a bomb of black currant up front. Loads of it. Probably the most black currant dominant fragrance I own, especially the first 2 or 3 hours. Maybe it's my skin. Maybe it's my nose. Maybe it's a combination. Maybe it's that batch. I don't know. But it's a bomb of it for me, man. And that's just a little bit. There's shoes, a rack full of, trainers over here. There's loads of shoes that are in boxes in here, and there's shoe racks all along the bottom of that closet. I got hundreds of pairs of shoes, man. Go on, Geet. Okay, so yeah, there's more Pink Fong comments. It shows that he was trying to comment some more. Good to see you, my man. Oh, hey, what do you think about it, Newt? Do you agree that it's basically a more affordable yet higher quality take on a L'Oreal Sport Eau Extreme? Slightly greener, but dead ringer. It was like 95 bucks for 100 ml. And it's a niche fragrance. It's amazing. See 2 compliments. Next on my list is Ice. And of course, now the Black. Ice is actually really good. Nice little minty tone in the top. More aquatic and less fruity sweet than the original. They're all good. I have high hopes for Black. I really do. I really do. See, I don't like Santal 33, so I'm not sure. Because that's more woods and iris. And you would think I would like that. That's the one iris fragrance DNA that it just doesn't work for me. Good to see you, Bishop. Good to see you, sir. Oh yeah, we're not doing drama over here, man. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Stopped at Ulta, Givenchy Gentleman's Society, and damn, that was nice. Add another 2 months. So, have you tried the Extreme yet? Oh, this is my favorite designer release of the year. It topped Boston Scent Elixir for me. That opening is to die for if you like iris and creamy woods. Oh yeah. The iris doesn't stay a really long time. A lot of different nuance to woods resins. It's got the balsam creaminess. This is so good. So good. I don't know who else feels like that about this fragrance, but it's my favorite designer release of the year. I love it. I've been searching all year since Boston Scent Elixir came out at the beginning of the year. Is anything going to top it for me? And then I got that. I was like, oh, that's the one. Boston Scent Elixir got bumped to number 2. Autumn is slowly creeping in the NYC area. Silent Rescue from Day 3 Fragrances. What a great brand. Can't find the Toy Boy, so it's going to be Tom Ford Lavender. Oh, Duncan, why you got to rub that in? I've been wanting a bottle of Lavender Extreme for a solid 2 years now. I have Molinard Lavande. Yes, it's similar, but it's more earthy. Lavender Extreme is better. That's probably the best lavender forward fragrance I've ever smelled. It's potent. It's classy. It's powdery yet suffocatingly aromatic. It's one of those lavenders that'll choke you out if you wear it too much. And I know that doesn't sound exciting, like I'm acting how exciting it is for me, but if you've never tried it and you like lavender forward fragrances, honest to God, that's to me the best lavender fragrance I've ever put my nose on. I'm super jealous. That chrome metallic mirrored bottle for the private line too, man. It's so pricey to get now. I would love to have a 50 ml. The reason I haven't spent because I want it bad enough to add it to the collection, but I know I won't wear it enough to justify the money I got to spend to get it. I'm super jealous, Duncan. What a great choice, man. What a great choice. Oh, no worries. No worries. I was just taking it as you wrote it. Wishlist, Greenlee and Haltane, YSL Tuxedo, the Bishop's favorite fragrance. YSL Myself Le Parfum, which I almost bought the other day, and it's pretty easy to get a 60 ml right now. I still might get it this week with this restock. I don't know. We'll see. And Valentino Uomo Intense, the new version is really good. It's nice and spicy. I prefer it to the Uomo Intense. Wrench is in full effect. Hell yeah. Torino 21 or Renaissance for dipping toes into Zerzov. That's tough. It's tough to pick between the two. They're both really good. I'm with you, though, Austin. They're both really good. Man, the only reason I don't have that, it goes back to what I said about Lavender Extreme. I won't wear it enough for as much as I think it's phenomenal. I'll just kind of have it. I'll spend a couple $100 and just have it. And it's not like I haven't done that, and I don't have other fragrances where it's going on. I just need to prioritize. Not saying I won't have it one day. I'll have it one day. Same thing with Lavender Extreme. I'll have it one day. It's just not today, unfortunately. But man, congrats if you do end up getting it. That's phenomenal. That's some of Creed's best work. Awajan's good. You gotta like sweet. It's definitely very sweet. Vertus Vanilla Oud. Take that, Jason and Gems. And Nishane Nefs. There's an argument for that being Nishane's best fragrance. Love Aurum in here. It gets a little musky. That's why I wrote off Afnan use a certain patchouli that does not play nice on my skin. Okay, well, hey, doesn't work for you, doesn't work for you. So I'm going to skip down a little bit, guys, because I'm so behind. And I'd like to get caught up. Since we're just chatting, I'd like to get a lot closer to the bottom. I'm going to slowly creep down, see if anything catches my eye. Is in shambles this week. Think of Joe Alt shutting out Max Crosby. I'm so happy with Joe Alt. I mean, I was kind of surprised by that, honestly. So skipping on down. I apologize. I'm slowly skipping down. Excited about Seraphim Red. I hope you like it, my guy. I think a lot more people are going to like that even over Seraphim Blue. I still prefer Seraphim Blue. Again, I feel like they made it for me, even though they didn't. It really speaks to my taste. I mean, hell, I wore it yesterday. It's right there. Good one. Yeah, they're all good. Nishane is one of the better houses. I agree. That's in my haul that hasn't shipped yet. My first. So that was your first one. Damn. Yeah, I finally have it coming. Saffron Colognese. I'm excited to get it. I dropped. It was like 99, 95, something like that. It's in that haul from Fragbuy that hasn't shipped yet. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. I hope we were all able to help you out with some good ideas here. 1 million tints coming this weekend. So I clipped my first impression from 1 million gold from Livestream, put that out yesterday. And a lot of people seem to like it. Differing opinions to me. It's very disappointing to me. And when people started telling me they find it similar to Santal 33, I was like, ooh, maybe that's why I don't care for it. Because I don't like Santal 33. I get a lot of cheap cedar. And when in certain fragrances, that doesn't bother me. In that one, I feel like it's just too much. Maybe it's me. Seems like a lot of people like it. Everybody's different. Anytime everybody wants me to not like stuff, then when I go to not liking something, it's something a bunch of people like. Shit happens, right? Musk Ravager from Frederick Mall. Blessings to you as well, sir. Yeah, it's hard not to like. Pacific Rock Moss for my birthday, since I have a few more hot months left. But for fall, I'm picking up Society Extreme for sure. You and I have very similar tastes. I know you will like that one. Very confident in that. I don't necessarily think you should sell them, but dude, I would buy that over it every time. It's like 40, 50 bucks less. It's not as synthetic. The quality of the ingredients is better, and it's just slightly greener. I would say it's 85, 90% Chanel Laurent Sport Eau Extreme, but better quality and cheaper. What's not to like? I picked it up. It's up on the shelf over there. Literally right there. Mango Ooze right next to it. It's right there. It's on that top shelf. It's so good. I've done that video like once a year, every year. I revamp it every year. Maybe we'll have to do a video because I got to put thought into that because it changes every time I redo it because I get so many fragrances every year that it's like, I kind of would want to start with that one instead of this one, or this one does the same job as that one from last time, but I like this one a little more. So that's something that involves a little bit more thought than I can just rattle off right here in the moment. So maybe I'll do that video if that's something you guys want to do. Because I haven't revamped it for this year. So appreciate the idea though, Quiz. Good to see you, sir. Fragrance for Nazi because of your video, and I love it. Perfect DNA fall. Yes, and more. Yes, I'm totally with you on that. My favorite name on YouTube, Chronic Macerator. How are you, sir? Long time no see. $5 super chat. Byredo Mixed Emotions. Talk about a current bomb. Overall, one of the most crazy scents I have. It lives up to the name. So there you go, sir. That was looking for black currant and oak moss bomb. I don't know about oak moss, but sounds like a black currant bomb right here. I appreciate the $5. Chronic Macerator. What a great name. I love when you show up in the chat because it's funny as hell to me. It's funny satire. It just works. I would like to think everybody gets the joke. Gris Charnel X-Straight for 168. The X-Straight's crazy good. Super earthy iris. Looking forward to getting my hands on French Defense. Man, you're in for a treat. Have you smelled it yet? Have you sampled it? Because it's boozy, syrupy cherry. I say the same thing every time. God, that is so good. So good. Alexandria La Meteor is really good. What's it cloning? Or is it an original? I'm assuming it's an LV clone, though. Vertus Vanilla Oud, Hachivat is on my wish list. Yes, and more yes. Both great fragrances, in my opinion. Jacques Fath, Incense Copal, Hazelnut, Bergamot, Mandarin, Mastic. Watch out now. little coniferous sometimes with mastic. Frankincense, labdanum, benzoin, geranium, orris. That does sound like a good breakdown. They only put out good fragrances, man. The two my wife has and the 6 or 7, I think I got 7 bottles. I have not one mediocre fragrance among the bunch. All really good, well composed, good quality. The bottles and caps are great. It's just everything about them. Prices are right. That's good stuff, man. Yeah, everything ages differently when you macerate, especially these higher quality fragrances. They age like a fine wine most of the time. I mean, you got to try it first. It's a ballsy blind buy for a designer. It is. But if you know you're into the designer irises, the waxy stuff, you know, the super powdery ones, if you like really woody dominant fragrances, it's not that dangerous of a blind buy. You know, it's not that risky. But as long as you know that going into it and you like those things, you'll probably like it. No guarantees, but yeah, Neff's is special. Again, the only reason I don't own that is I'll never wear it. I think it's a special profile. I just know I'll never wear the damn thing. I'll pull the cap and sniff it once in a while. I'm so situational that I try to put things in the right situation most of the time, and I just won't wear them. Like Black Prestigium from Mancera. That's one of the best fragrances I own. I have not yet worn it. Test sprays only, because I just don't have situations to wear it. Now, maybe in the winter, because it's super heavy, maybe the right situation will pull up on me, but at the moment, nothing yet. That doesn't exist, sir. I'm not saying it won't in the future, but it currently does not. Yeah, man, it's like $250 from discounters for a 50 ml. It's really good, though. My God, the sweetness to that. L'Homme Ideal Parfum and Altair. I tell you what, L'Homme Parfum, Ideal Parfum, I'm looking forward to wearing. It's the most powdery of the bunch, and I think that's why I like it so much. It does smell like a richer, more powdery take on the original. I don't get all the cherry and heavy sweetness. It's still sweet like the original, but the EDP is even sweeter because you add the cherry to it. I don't necessarily get all of the cherry here, but it is a bit more powdery and even a touch of leather. Oh, I think it's amazing, but I think all of them are amazing, even Sport and Cool. I think they're quirky, really good. They've done no wrong in this line. Zero wrong. Start to finish, the whole line, top to bottom, is phenomenal in my opinion. Jets in prime time tonight with Rogers. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. They're made for each other. I hate me. Joe, I don't hate it, but I sure don't like it. It just don't work for me, man. That's the one iris fragrance that I have tried to like. I just can't. And then things that smell like it, some I like okay, like they're all right, but I still don't want to wear them. And then ones like Dunhill Century that's kind of like it, I think it's terrible. And people love that cheapie. I think it smells awful to me. What a waste of $20 at the rack store that was for me. I just kind of have it. I need to feature it in my next like regrettable fragrance buy video. I keep forgetting to put it in there because I don't like it. And people love that one. It's a hidden gem cheapie over the years. I don't care for it. I'm right there with you. Hope Allie's root canal went really well. She's still doped up. Shout out to Joe, another person I talked to this morning. Talked to a lot of people today. Been a busy day. Been a busy day on the phone and on direct messages and all that good stuff. Get Creed Original Santal. You preaching to the choir, man. I think that's probably my favorite not under the radar, but underappreciated Creed fragrance, because everybody wants to go to the Individual came out first and it's cheaper. Yeah, but Original Santal is better. It just is. You're going to spend a lot more, but it's much better. Definitely going to be wearing that one in the fall. Untamed, Shaped by the Wild. Hell yeah. L'Homme Ideal Parfum is such a must-buy for me. I mean, nothing is a must-buy. Nothing's a must-buy for me either. If there's a few things that I don't ever need more of, it's hats, shoes, and fragrances. I have more than a lifetime supply of all of those things. I'll never wear out enough pairs of shoes, hats, or go through enough bottles of fragrance to ever say the words need and fragrance, shoe, or hat ever again, outside of the just fun of saying, I need those. Because in reality, I don't need none of that shit. I have overabundance in all those things. Because material-wise, that's my favorite things materialistically. Hats, shoes, and fragrances. That's my things. That's my big three, you know. Royal Crown Nocturna, Unique's Luxury Mangonificent. They're restocking that in that Fragrance Buy restock for tomorrow as well. That was in the list. Boudicca the Victorious 1907. See, I never got to try that one. Or 1 Million Intense. Or the 24 karat gold limited edition. Like those early flankers, I never got to try those. Actually, it's just those three, I think. Rose and Wood Super Strong. I bet, man. I would have loved to try those early flankers. I was late to the game on 1 million. Lamal Le Parfum, they're stocking it tomorrow. Club Black's beautiful infrared EDP, my favorite designer last year. Hashtag not in Fragcom. Yeah, Joe is not part of Fragcom. He is here just as a friend of mine. He does not like fragrances. He is not part of the fragrance community. He has sworn off the fragrance community, except when it's convenient. Right, Joe? Gotcha. Glad you're here, my man. Sampled Society Extreme, and I did love it. So, yeah, then you need a bottle, I'm sure. Veteran Oud. You don't steer me wrong. Paris Corner is 2 for 2 with me. The other being Amir Vertex. Man, that's that. I stand by. That's Apex Eau Fraiche. It's like the third fragrance in the line because it's just so fresh versus the other two, but still has the profile. Obviously not the quality, but the profile is there. Paris Corner's got some good stuff. A lot of these brands have some good stuff. Well, check tomorrow. They're stocking it tomorrow at Fragrance Buy. That's that and Delphinus, the two new ones. I don't know what they're going to cost. They're still going to be well over $300, I'm sure. I don't know how you feel about that price. I'm still kind of like, do I need it right now? Probably not going to buy it yet. I'm thinking next year. But eventually, I would like to get Centaurus. I do like it. Plum and Cognac by Scents of Wood for fall. That is a beautiful fragrance. I have multiple decants of that one. It's got more going on than Grand Soir, but it cannot hold a candle to Grand Soir's sillage, longevity, and quality. Grand Soir is very linear. It doesn't change much. Eternal Oud has more going on. It really does. It smells like Grand Soir plus other notes and nuances. It's a good enough experience. I know a lot of people love Eternal Oud, but if you have Grand Soir, I don't know how often you actually would wear Eternal Oud personally. But if you want more out of the Grand Soir profile, that's where Eternal Oud comes in. Just know you're going to sacrifice the quality. Not the same level of oil quality, obviously. I'm sure he got plenty of compliments. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. Have you ever purchased from Sabina in Spain? News Parfums, yes. Sabina once. Which fragrance was it? It was the beginning of the year. Was that Ozaro Wanted EDT Intense? I think that's what I purchased from Sabina. News Parfums, I purchased several from. Some of the Boss Bottled fragrances, Boss Bottled Elixir, Triumph Elixir, stuff like that. Boss the Scent Elixir I got from them. I know Randy buys a lot of fragrances from them too. That's who turned me on to them. What fragrance that screams middle management? That's a great question. Let me see if I can come up with a good, funny suggestion. Some of you just throw one out there because we'll have a good laugh here in a second because I'm trying to think what would be good for that. Like he's a try hard, but he's not quite there yet. Middle management, you know. A new deputy. Cops, you know, new deputies, they're swinging that badge around. Even though they're just a deputy, they're above the law kind of thing. They speed, they run red lights, but boy, they're quick to pull you over. Middle management, right? Shout out to any deputies in here. Don't act like it ain't the truth. Shit. I hate to say this, but Cedrat-Boisé. Does that make sense? Because it's kind of niche. It's kind of better than designers, but it's not on par with some of the upper level stuff. It kind of falls in the middle management as a fragrance. As much as I hate to say that, because I love the fuck out of Cedrat-Boisé. Doesn't that make sense, though? I hate to do that to Cedrat-Boisé, but Cedrat-Boisé. That's my answer. I have not. I'd say it's more suitable to wear in the fall and winter. Noted. Neff's Boss Bottle Absolute. I want to pick that one up, too. Habdan Pizzaglia Vampire Rum. We're going to be sampling that one soon. Enigma Parfum. I don't know if I've ever smelled Enigma Parfum. Obviously, the Parfum Cologne I have and praise, but I don't recall ever trying the Parfum. I need to. I just don't think I have. No compliments. Yeah, there, sure. The Chef's Kiss. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It is amazing. For those of you who don't know, this is when he was referring to French Defense. Chef's Kiss is right, man. It's spectacular. Whenever you talk about French Defense, I think of expensive Luxardo cherries they put in nice old-fashioned. Arrow's Flame. Another one wearing Arrow's Flame in the chat. Ross, always fun and informative when you have George on. Great show the other day. Well, thank you. George will be on tomorrow. We're going to be doing some giveaways. George is extending the pre-sale price. He is starting shipping tomorrow. He told me today he's thought about it and he wants to extend the pre-sale price to give more people an opportunity to get a good deal on it, since he was doing it was initially going to be such a short window, and he normally does 2 weeks, so he's going to do it through the week. So those of you that haven't gotten around to it yet that still would like to get it for a pre-sale price, you'll have to the weekend. So you get a few extra days out of it for anybody that was like, shit, I'm not gonna be able to get it at that price. I don't get paid till Friday or whatever the case. If you were wanting to get it, obviously sample first. That is the advice. Samples are currently for sale. They don't ship till tomorrow, but yeah, everything's still going to be shipping tomorrow that's already been ordered, but he's extending the pricing for a couple more days. From what I understand, it's to through Friday. We'll have George on tomorrow. We're giving away some double packs of 2-ounce and 4-ounce Seraphim Blue and Red. Not yet. Not yet. Just when I think I'm about to get to the bottom, I bet it's about to reload a ton of comments. Rude Oud by Fragrance Dubois. I have not. Shout outs to Rico, Fragged Out, Swagged Out. Brought it over and I was blown away. Yeah, I haven't smelled it. Okay, so I'm going to skip down a little bit and let's see what happens as I try to skip down. So I apologize. I am skipping a bit. Aralfa is under the radar. I used to have a decant. I've put off getting a bottle for at least 4 years now. One of these days I'm going to grab it. It's very green. It's very not a young guy citrus summer fragrance. Like, it smells like a classic citrus aromatic done in Creed style. I think it's beautiful. It's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for the young fellas unless they like that style of fragrance. But, yeah, it's amazing. I'm right there with you on it. So we're skipping on down. Let's see. Yes, when it works for me. Exactly. Exactly. So let me skip on down. So I'm just kind of slowly skipping down. My apologies. Cannot go wrong with that purchase unless you don't like amber fragrances. Yeah, it's beautiful. Amber, benzoin, vanilla. Because the benzoin really intensifies the vanilla. It's not just ambery. It's a vanillic type of benzoin resin. Oh, it's so good. I am right there with you, my man. Are you shitting me? Shout outs to Sugarland. Really? Already? It is September 9th. Wow. That is wild. Secret date night weapon is fantastic. The Parfum Cologne is good for that too. I'm sure the Parfum is good for that. I believe it. And it ships out tomorrow. Well, tomorrow and Wednesday. I mean, he's got a shitload of orders to ship out between samples and bottles and other stuff people are buying besides Seraphim Red. So within the next 48 hours, your stuff will be shipping out. That's for sure. I sure appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you so much, man. Stopped at Ulta today. Was anticipating getting Versace Eros Energy and sniff, but they didn't have it. Dillard's. Try Dillard's. I know Dillard's has it. That's going to be your best bet. Swedish Fish tastes like cherry Kool-Aid. So I haven't been drinking a lot of these, but I have a few on tap just in case I need one. And I ran out of Diet Dr. Pepper because I've cut back greatly on these. I might have 2 a week instead of 1 or 2 every day like I was when I was cutting. I had grabbed an addiction due to it, but so I cut it back. It's like, man, I drink the Diet Dr. Peppers. That one carbonated drink addiction at a time. So I cut these back greatly, and I'm out of Diet Dr. Peppers. And I've already drank 6 liters of water today. So it's like, I want some carbonation and some flavor. So, Phase Pop. Good stuff. Not in the air, but not so much really close up. But I mean, you got to remember, the goal when wearing a fragrance isn't to constantly do stuff like this. You just want to get wafts of it. That's the real way, the right way, I think, to experience the fragrance. It's the true form of how it's going to come off of your skin, how others are going to perceive it. That's the best way to smell it. You can get in your own way because some stuff's terrible up close. Some stuff's just too much up close. Some synthetics, light blue intense, I'm looking at you, overbearing up close. Trying to get 1 million Privé, but it's too expensive. Don't do that. Get Milano Privé. Paris Corner, Pandora Sense Line, Milano Privé. It's $25 at Fragrance Buy. It's the same experience. Don't spend $200 on 1 million Privé. Spend $25. It's the same. It is. I can't wholeheartedly advise. Look, I'll wear 1 million Privé because I have the bottles over the clone. But I said it in this morning's video. If you don't have 1 million Privé, just get Milano Privé. It is the same experience. It's a dead ringer. Don't spend the money. It's not worth it. Damn near, right? Bad Boy Cobalt, excellent choice. I never tried it. Never tried it. Mango one and the phase one. Yeah, that's what we got right here. 100 ml doesn't exist. They have a 120 ml and a 60 ml. 100 ml does not exist, and it's been in stock. It's in stock right now as we speak. It's currently in stock. I don't know what you've been looking at to not see it in stock, but yeah, it's in stock, my man. 120 ml. And when you add to cart, we go view cart. So that's due to my link. Let's go ahead and remove that. So I didn't do it through my link just now. That's why it's not showing the discount. But when you use my link, it saves 10% automatically. So you get $19.50 off on it when you use my link. But yeah, it's in stock, my man. Yeah, we hover around 200 literally 200 right now. I was kind of surprised to have. I guess people were looking for drama. You're not going to get that here. Again, all love on my end. I thought it was funny. So I prefer. That's funny. Here we go. I do prefer the Intense. Justin prefers the original. The only reason I like the Intense more is because of the mint. But like I said in the video, wildly redundant. You don't need both. It's sample both and see which one you like more, because everything that's in Desir Toxic is in the Intense. The only difference I've ever found is there's a fresh green leaf mint smell in the Intense, which makes me prefer it. I think it's a really good release. I take it over the original personally. Just wildly redundant. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. If you like Guerlain Vetiver, you're going to love that. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. Smelling the air throughout the day, not with her nose. So, Jared, I think Thursday, we're going to be busting open some of the stuff you sent me. Some of these decants in this Sense of Wood bottle. We'll be busting these open. I think that'll be Thursday's live stream. So, my childhood best friend and his family are coming to Destin this week. They're leaving tomorrow. I talked to him earlier. So, I'm not sure what day we're meeting up, if it's Thursday or Friday, whichever day, we won't be streaming. Just to give you guys a heads up, I won't be streaming that day because I'll probably be in Destin. I just want to give you guys that heads up. Yes. Yes, it does. So what would that be? Koros? Or something like that? I haven't tried either of those. Yeah, I need to get my nose on both. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure because Atlas is like that. It's like nose destruction smelling it up close. Rolfa comes a little pissy in the air in the very beginning. I actually understand what you mean. It's a little sour. I get what you mean. I know what you mean. It's not as bad as he like pissy like he sounds, but then again, when you smell it after reading him say that, type that, you can't think anything else. Just want to warn you. Versus one that smells good. Polo green and fruity. Good to see you, sir. Code Parfum. Hope Hawas Black. So it's probably going to be. I just hope it still has a little bit of Hawas in it, mixed with Absolute Aventus, because I'm confident it's going to be like Absolute Aventus. But we'll see. That's not boring. Hey, it's exciting to you. It's exciting to me. Ooh, Lamal Popeye. I'd like to get that or the Superman. Those are crazy expensive on eBay too. Absolute Aventus, man. I hope you enjoy it. I would assume you've tried it before. It's a great fragrance. but I already ordered. There you go, Dan. Most people wouldn't know which fragrances I'm talking about. So we did a little over an hour. We hang for a little bit longer. I'm enjoying the conversation. I appreciate you guys coming and hang with me. Been randomly sprinkling in some of the stuff we're looking forward to along the way with just some random fragrance discussion. I've never tried it. Discontinued, found a bottle hiding in my closet a few months back. 2016 batch. Amazon was $308. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, they were toying with them. That doesn't mean we're good. That just means the Panthers are that bad. Stop it, Duncan. Damn it, you. Why you got to go shitting on, literally with diapers, shitting on one of my favorite designer fragrance lines? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's shit. Just means you don't like it. You asshole. Glad you're here. Go shitting on my favorites. Come on now. I feel like it's the Vanilla Oud thing with Jims and Jason all over again. And Josh, who's burning Band-Aids with brown sugar. What's up, Josh? I know you're still here. Which hybrids from Dew are your favorites? Caribbean Supernova has always been my favorite. Virgin Island water mixed with Elysium. It's a really good one. I haven't tried any of their new ones, though. My favorite spice bomb they've ever put out. My favorite one on the market is Infrared EDP, but my favorite one ever is Spice Bomb Fresh, which is why I think they owe me a blue, and it's coming within 2 years. Watch, a blue Spice Bomb fragrance. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be blue. I know, and it's Justin needs that, y'all. I wanted him to beat me to it. He deserved to be there before me. At least that's how I feel. I want that for Justin so badly. He is so close, guys. So close. Let's see where he's at. Anybody that is not subscribed to Justin Copeland, do me the favor, please. That man is almost there. 99.4. 99.4. He is less than 600 because it's 99.4 something, I'm sure. So he's less than 600 subscribers away from 100,000. Please, if you've never seen any of Justin's content, please give it a shot. If you're a big advocate for Middle Eastern and clones and cheapies, no, his content's not going to be for you. But captivating, worthy designers, niche, really good niche, and critical thinking topics, that is where Justin Copeland shines. That is where he has carved out his niche, and he is the best at what he does in those avenues, in my opinion. Yes, he's one of my best friends, and there is biased, but he's always my favorite channel long before he was my friend. Him and Carlos, may BFL rest in peace. They were always my favorite two channels for years and years before I started doing it, because Justin started like 3 years before me. Carlos was a few years before that. And always been a fan of the man, Justin Copeland, and his content, and he's only gotten better over time while staying true to him. If you haven't subscribed, and any of that sounds interesting, please go subscribe to Justin Copeland. He is almost at a milestone that is long overdue. Long overdue. He's out. Oh, good, because I'm playing against him. Did Jordan change him out his lineup? Hold on, let me look. Let's see, because all his other running backs should have played. He's still in. Does he have anybody he can sub in? No. So he's stuck. Sweet, because I'm playing against McCaffrey. That's hilarious. Click McCaffrey. Sitting out week 1. Yeah, that's funny. I'm already winning. I'm winning by 33. I got a 56% chance to win, and that percentage just went up greatly with McCaffrey sitting. So put that in the win column. Thank you for letting me know. I literally did a fall clone video today if you're the type that's looking for some affordable clone options. And then I have a few other videos that I highly recommend. Some stuff I'm excited to wear. We've talked about them all throughout the stream. Strong With You line specifically. I'm looking forward to getting Hawas Black, the new one that's just releasing. There's some good stuff out there. Let's see. Spice Bomb Ice Grenade. Hey, I'd be down with it. Yes. Yes, 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 please. Wow, so you're stocked up. It's beautiful. I had the official 20 ml, and I was hoarding it for the longest time, man. And then I finally got around to buying the 90 ml bottle, and it's amazing. It is. It's a fresher, slightly salty, citrus-dominant original Spice Bomb. It still smells like the original, just much fresher. Justin deserves it, guys. He really does. I totally agree. Justin is amazing. No, I didn't think you were trolling. I'm just picking and giving you a hard time, Duncan. That's all. It's all love with me and you, my man. For those of you who didn't know, Duncan's one of my original 100 subscribers. Yeah, I'm just messing with you, Duncan. I know you're serious. Justin has a smooth style. I really enjoy his content. Not all the fragrances for me, though. Exactly. Justin's a great, great human being. If any of you could know a Justin Copeland, he's very unique, but anybody that's similar to Justin, you're doing well if you have somebody in your life like that. Him and Grace are two of the greatest human beings I've ever met. They are beams of light in this world. And I will never have a bad thing to say about either of them, nothing but positive things, because they are, as the term goes, salt of the earth. And I think that's undershooting just how great those two human beings are and their chemistry together. So meant to be. So meant to be. Grace and Justin, just, again, wonderful humans that I'm privileged to call very dear, very close friends. Very, very great human beings, guys. So they have the Fragrance World one, and it's really close. I have it. It's on the shelf up there. I'm trying to remember the name of it exactly. They ripped the bottle off and everything. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's Fragrance World one. It is really good. Good to see you, Mo. Thank you for doing that, sir. I don't know if it actually shows the actual link. Yes, okay. So the actual link's in there. Okay, perfect. I'm actually going to pin it. Thank you, Joel. So Justin's link is pinned in the chat, guys. Thank you for doing that, Joel. Let's get him there. Seriously. Justin's class A. Perfect. You took the words out of my mouth and said it for me. Thank you. I agree. Look, we were pacing the same midway last year, and we kept talking about it. I was like, dude, I so hope we hit it around the same time. Even if it's a month, 6 weeks apart, whatever, just around the same time. Boy, that would have been like, that was my goal last year. My goal was to hit 100K last year, but my other goal was for both of us to hit it, and it didn't. It slowed down towards the end of the year for him, and I was so disappointed, because he deserves it. He deserves it. I don't know. Apparently, it just happened. Shit. Sorry to hear that, man. They are indeed. I work with them often. I bought a lot of fragrances from them. I bought some Carolina Herrera stuff. Hell, I just bought the new Hawas fragrance, and then they're like, hey, we're going to send you one. So I'm going to have an extra bottle coming. I'm going to do a giveaway with. He hasn't done those in a long time. Well, thank you. I sure appreciate that. And shame on me. I forgot to put Herod in there. So honorable mention. Parfums de Marly Herod. I really wanted to put that in there. Totally forgot about it. I'm so used to not having a bottle of it. And now I have a bottle. My bad. Wanted overseas. It should be a Middle Eastern smell. My team's in fucking shambles. 60 points and Brees Hall. Damn. Left to play. Well, maybe Brees Hall will go off. I'm playing against him in my auction league. Indeed they are. Indeed they are. Good to see you, Christian. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. I sure appreciate the super chat. I hope you are doing well. Anybody that's interested in his new release, Sacred Flame, is up and available. I would encourage sampling. Speaking of great fragrances for the fall, that's the weather I am waiting for, because it's a little too heavy for the humidity I'm rocking, even though Christian's been rocking it with a suit in the Dallas heat. Nice and fruity, very woodsy. This beautiful Mysore sandalwood that he likes to use in his fragrances is, again, very present in here. You get a lot of spices, very well composed, as with all of his releases. Highly encourage getting the sample and checking them out. And TLTG 10 will save you $10. See, I've been wanting to try Century Blue. Yeah, I've never gotten around to it, unfortunately. I've heard it's much better. Indeed, indeed. If I'm your favorite reviewer, then yes, he's your favorite reviewer's favorite reviewer. That's a factual statement. If I'm your favorite reviewer, then Justin Copeland is your favorite reviewer's favorite reviewer. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Thank you, John. Seriously. Thank you. It goes a long way. And that thank you a lot. That means a lot to me, if nothing else. Because the only other channel, and no offense to any of my other friends here, but I can't say this with enough emphasis, The only other fucking channel on YouTube I want to see succeed as much as my own is Justin Copeland's. We built a really strong bond over the years. That is my guy. Just like Dedrick's my brother from another mother, so is Justin. You know, Justin and Dedrick, that's the two channels I want to see thrive, because them dudes are great human beings with great content, with, you know, bringing their personality to the forefront. And I just want to see them guys succeed. I really do. And that's why I'm always doing my part to try to help in any way I can, because I want what I want for me, I want for them. You know, and Justin is this close to finally getting there. But there's, what's the name of it specifically? Let me see. Trying to find it. There it is. Moonlit Night. That's what it's called. So it's out of stock currently. The one and only Moonlit Night. I couldn't remember what the flanker was called, but that is a dead ringer for Luminous Night. Bottle's even a dead ringer, but that's a dead ringer for it. Justin and Grace have serenity that totally surrounds them. They make you feel relaxed and happy. And that is in person as well, my man. That energy is not just what you see on camera. That is the real energy of being around them. I can't make any promises, man. I'm not going to shoot you a line of bullshit and say, oh, yeah, maybe. I can't make you any promises, man. I got to have interest. Good to see you, sir. FWO for life, indeed. Mind Games, Gambit, and Guerlain Tobacco Honey. I've heard so many good things about tobacco honey. I have not smelled it. I have not. Scrolling on down. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Moonlit Night. So it's shipping at the end of this week from Perfume Box. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I sure appreciate that. It's better with time. What you talking about? Recently went through my bottle of Mahir Legacy and wasn't completely happy with its performance. Similar, but has better performance. I haven't smelled a bunch of other fragrances that smell like Sedley. I'm not going to be the best person to weigh in. The only Sedley clone I have is Mahir Legacy Silver. So, and it performs pretty well for me. So I'm not sure. Could be some anosmia. It's a lot of ambroxan. Your nose could be going, like, it could be triggering your receptors to where you just fade quickly to it. It's a real possibility. Not to me. Not to me personally. Appreciate you, my man. That's my boys. EQ, same way. He was in the chat earlier. That's another one of my brothers from another mother, man. Some good dudes. I met some really, really good people along this online fragrance community journey. I've met some shit people, like not in person necessarily, but you know, I've come across some shit human beings too. There's plenty of those out there, but I've come across some just amazing people that I feel privileged to have built some sort of bond and relationship with, and everybody you just named, Dedrick Hicks Jr., my guy. Man, I don't know if I have any more hobbies in common with another content creator than Dedrick and Justin, man. But the yin to my yang. The yin to my yang. Oh, speaking of, we lined up dates for our live streams today. That was one of the things we talked about. So, on the 19th, on Justin's channel, we are ranking the House of Zurge off. We have like 25 fragrances between the two of us. I think one fragrance overlap, like it's almost all completely different fragrances between the two of us. I think we have one that's the same. I don't even remember which one it is. Like we have very different fragrances. So we're ranking the House of Zurge off on Justin's channel, 5 o'clock Central on the 19th, next Thursday. The following 26th on Thursday, same time, we are going to do a function topic relating to fragrance. Not necessarily a fall list, but it's going to be something functional about a fragrance, something to wear for a certain situation, and we're going to pick a certain number each. Maybe it's 5 each, maybe it's 10 each, but that's the plan. I got to come up with a function. We're going to do a topic on my channel, and we're doing a house ranking on his. So back-to-back Thursdays, next Thursday and the following Thursday. First his channel, then my channel. It's been months since we did a live stream together. We were like, damn, this is criminal. This is the longest stretch we've gone without doing live streams on each other's channels. Sure appreciate you, sir. Ambassador Intense is a great fragrance. I'm going to be wearing that when the fall weather hits a little bit more. It's definitely too heavy for what I'm rocking right now. Original Ambassador, that's phenomenal for right now. I wore that one 2 weeks ago when I went to Louisiana. Yeah. I'm sure they have something. Never tried that one. Eros Flame is phenomenal. That's the best Eros, in my opinion, and a lot of people agree. That's the best one. Indeed, sir. I'm going to break the internet with those. I don't know about all that. Functional fragrance would be a great topic. So we got to figure out the function. I don't know if we're going to do a dress here occasion, a very specific situation, though. That's what we're looking for. You're a rock star, Joel. Sedley's great, too. Indeed. Indeed. We've been talking about it. We talked about it to start the stream. I sure appreciate that, Saga. I hope you enjoy. We got some back-to-back streams coming. It's going to be a good time. I love when we get together. Again, we're each other's yin to each other's yang. You know, we have very similar outlooks when it comes to the community, the fragrance market, the industry as a whole, certain, you know, perceptions of things, profiles, but loud and outspoken, cool, calm, and collective. Yin to the yang, you know, it just works. We have unbelievable chemistry. I love doing content with Justin. I can't wait till I get to see him again and be side by side and do our traditional blind smelling rates. That's my favorite content to do, is when we get together and do blind smelling rates, which I try to do every time I link up with somebody. I've done it with Chad. I've done it with Dedrick. I've done it with so many people. I've done it with Nathan, and just so on and so on. I love doing that stuff. Can't complain. Everything's going pretty well. I have not. I have not been anywhere as to Canada. I was instructed that I have to go visit Chad and Rush if I do go. Shout outs to A Gentleman's Journey and Rush. So my Rushy Rush and Chad. You know, I definitely have to go visit them if I ever go. Kareem, the smell of truth. How are you, sir? Hope you're doing well on your side of the world over in Switzerland. Burberry Touch for work never fails. A long time since I've worn that. Another one wearing Eros Flame. A lot of people wearing Eros Flame today. I think he'll make the season. I think that was kind of a fluke situation where he tore his Achilles in the first drive. Supers are some bangers. I haven't tried anything from the house. I always have a good time with Chad. I've done stuff with Chad many times over the years between our two channels. And I actually got to hang with Chad earlier this year. He was down in St. Augustine area visiting family, and I drove down there and went and spent some time with him. We shot a shitload of content. He's still putting out content from that. He put a video out last week, I think it was, that we did together. And just take in the chat and interact. I still feel connected to everyone. Well, Sandy, we sure appreciate you being here. I'm thankful to have you here. You've been a long time supporter and subscriber to the channel, and I appreciate you, man. Indeed. Indeed, that is my guy. I love doing all the stuff with Dedrick, too. We get to do our wrestling streams on the Sports Desk Live. Subscribe to the Sports Desk Live. His football content is in full effect with his other guys. I don't do the football episodes with him. Other people do. I just do the wrestling stuff once a month. And then, of course, subscribe to Dedrick Hicks Jr. Subscribe to his fragrance channel. Subscribe to Justin Copeland. He's almost to the milestone. And we're going to go ahead and shut it down, guys. We still got 170 in the chat. We're about to hit an hour and a half. Kamra, beautiful, sweet fragrance. I prefer Kamra Kawa. That added coffee note just does it for me. It doesn't tone the sweetness back a whole lot, but it adds that extra element, that extra something, you know. Dolce & Gabbana K today, and it wasn't bad, but a little too on the sour, fruity side. Which one did you smell? Because I got three of them. You got EDT, EDP, and EDP Intense. So sour fruity, was it the EDP Intense? Because that's got a lot of fig. Did that maybe? Yeah, I got lots of love for Chad. Chad's my favorite OG. That was my cheapy guy for years and years before I started making content. Right back at you, sir. It's great to have you. The EDP. Oh, damn, that's the best one. The juniper was coming, because that's the only thing that's really fruity in that one that I remember. I was coming across sour to you. I mean, teach their own. I think it's the best one personally. It's my favorite. When I say best, I mean favorite, you know. Met up with Chad as well, just as cool in person. Chad's great. Chad's great, man. He's a good dude. Good night to you as well, sir. Yes, so I guess we'll go ahead and sign out. Thank you, everybody who gave super chats. Thank you for everybody come and hang. We had a really good crowd. We peaked at like 220 or something. We held around 200 most of the stream just to listen to me bullshit and talk about some fall fragrances and random discussion here and there. I sure appreciate that, guys. I really do. It means a lot. Tomorrow, we will be back with George, and we will be giving away some pairings, excuse me, of Signature Seraphim Red and Blue in both 2-ounce and 4-ounce sizes. I've got, I believe, 3 sets to give away that are here in my room. And I'm sure George will give away a few sets on top of that because he was about to do it on Friday. So make sure you're here. You do have to be present and subscribe. The cutoff to be subscribed was at 4 o'clock today because the stream's going to be at 4 o'clock Central because the stream's going to be 5 o'clock Central tomorrow. So that would have been 25 hours. See what I'm saying? So anybody that didn't make the cutoff, didn't make the cutoff. But all of you regulars, obviously, you're already subscribed. That's why you're here in the live chat. So you'll be good to go. Going to come up with some interesting questions. It's not just specifically going to be TLTG reviews related questions. It will be perfume related. Maybe not Zaharoff stuff. Maybe just random industry stuff. I don't know. I'm going to come up with some stuff. It depends on how many sets we're giving away. Might have a couple questions on the fly. Nothing too challenging, I would think. But some people are going to win some sets of Seraphim Blue and Seraphim Red in the 2 different sizes. So good luck to everybody tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Again, you do have to be present to win. You do have to be in the continental United States to win. We're not doing crazy shipping and duties and fees and taxes. We're not doing all that. I'm sorry for those of you overseas. I apologize. It's just too much hassle. It's not worth the trouble as the shipper. So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Check out one of today's 2 videos if you haven't yet. We do have another video with some niche fragrances coming out tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Y'all have a good one. Subscribe to Justin Copeland. He's almost to 100K.